Hello everyone, मैं हूँ MTness और I am back. Today we're going to continue the Penacony stream. We are going to beat the hell out of the watchmaker people. ने हरकत कर रखी है पूरी Penacony में. So let's get move on. चलो. Oh, OBS में. Okay, I hope you guys can hear me. Well, as always. फार्मिंग से डेली की फार्मिंग निपटा के वी विल गो एंड डू द क्वेस्ट.
Still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It is not far.
Ready for another? Net markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack.
Destined for oblivion. Still waters of oblivion. Again. Far. Still waters of oblivion.
टाइम लग रहा है ये वाला.
Waters of oblivion.
हेलो, am I right?
Ready for another?
Please, PS, please pick up my voice. Hello, hello, hello. Check, check. PS is picking up my voice or not? Hello, 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 hello. What is up, guys? You can hear me. I am very famous streamer, very big streamer. Yes.
Friends? Indulge yourselves!
Destined
If
for
I say, इतना ज़्यादा टाइम क्यों लग रहा है ये
again.
करने में इसको?
Confidence.
Commencing support.
क्या क्या चल रहा है यहाँ पे ऐसा?
Another journey begins on still waters of oblivion. Lance at the ready.
रेड वाली टीम लाऊंगा ज्यादा बेटर रहेगा.
Ready for another?
30 चार्ज है.
Nice teamwork.
करता हूँ.
I weep for the departed.
ये वाला तो एंड होने दो. उसके बाद.
It too shall fall.
That's all you got?
Free will, or was it fate? Destined for oblivion.
Enemy targets detected.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
In the mood for another big...
लगाइए.
Another journey begins. On still waters of oblivion.
Commencing support. Ready for another?
That's all you got?
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
ये तो करना है. क्रॉन क्लैरिटी को काम करनी है.
That's all you got?
Free will, destined for oblivion. I'm on guard.
ऐसे इजीली हो जा रही है.
Enemy targets detected.
On still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Hey, what's up? Something H.
Welcome, customers. Time for a shot.
Yeah.
Nap time.
The fight is set.
Let's be friends. Yeah! Naughty child.
It's time.
Seize the moment. Yeah! Time for a shot.
Nice teamwork.
Welcome, customers. Yeah!
That paradise, savor it for me.
1,000 wonders. Fight is fun!
Too little failed to send you.
Let's be friends. Yeah! Naughty child. Nap time.
Lance at the ready.
Failed to send you. Your end approaches.
Yeah!
I'm on guard.
Too little failed to send you.
That's better.
Unnecessary.
Lance at the ready.
A blade knows no mercy.
Yeah! Nap time. Seize the moment. Yeah!
और निमरा. जब मरेगा.
Welcome, customers. Yeah! Time for a shot. Nap time.
I'm on guard.
Failed to send you.
Send you.
The fight is set.
Naughty child.
Nice teamwork.
A blade knows no mercy.
That's better.
Unnecessary.
I see.
I will dispatch you. Fail to stand you. A blade knows no mercy.
Welcome, customers. Yeah. Time for a shot. Nap time.
I'm on.
I will dispatch you. Your end approaches.
Ooh. This load pretty much. सेकंड मैंने पीछे लिंक्सी लिंक्स तो क्या कर रही है यहाँ पे
Have you also come to explore the snow plains?
but हाँ भाई continue करते हैं but first we will utilize the 10 passes समय मिले तो legendary temple for the Veltian Kick on.
The heavens are vast. The kite flies where it wishes.
Wild feet recommend. करती है मस्कीटर देने में आओ भाई was you attack with attack E नहीं है वो है nice then bit of ages loss of HP ठीक है रिचार्ज नहीं है बट but मैं इसके लिए इसको वेपन चाहिए है आई अप चलते काम कर लेते हैं then we'll head out to the quest area righty
In the name of Lando, a will forged in ice never falters.
give it to है
To travel far. Thanks. Let's let you find the answer.
पहले सीली गिटार आ रही है
among the sea of butterflies.
Disappear among
Illusions of
the
the
sea of
past.
butterflies. Illusions of past.
Let's play for a while. Feeling spiffy? Perfect. I'll free you from your disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Yeah.
Is that all?
Who's next? I'll go easy this time.
Oh, almost my God.
I'll end your misery.
Is that all?
Don't mess with it. Who's next? Let's play for a while. Feeling spiffy? Let's play. Can you find the answer?
In the name of Len, a will forged in ice never falters.
I'll free you from disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Yeah, ultra damage. Let's go.
What a headache.
Let's go, silly. Hey, hey.
I'll free you from disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Who's next? Feeling spiffy?
कौन irritation भाई मेरे को तो चाहिए सीली काफी है ये जेड जाए भाड़ में पेनाकोनी looks so different नहीं नहीं पेनाकोनी में ही है anything can happen in a team you know
Hope you're.
What a heck. Don't mess with me. Who's next? Feeling spiffy? What a heck.
button yeah
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of
radio
the
CD
past.
giving lower damage than my cheek but
Commencing research.
just I don't know sorry
Is that all?
I'll end your misery. I'll go easy.
let's go right go yes. Craft हो जाएंगे I guess yep. When will you stop your abundance for preservation combo? Never. Abundance plus preservation is a combo deal. नहीं हटने वाली. था एंड फाक करना इन हिसाब के लिए ये भी बिल्ड होता है जरा You have Sealy and Bronya. Use them with your Sealy for infinite turns. Yes, but no. Talent level up करो. अरे ये अनलॉक कर सकता था मैं. एनिमी पे वो तो निश्चित भाई कंटिन्यू करते हैं।
Dear, it's Mr. Sunday! Hey, come over here!
Looks like someone needs.
Mr. Sunday, if I just reached out my hand, I could go.
The moon? You mean the Grand Theater?
Yeah. Look at me. I've been away from home for too long. I must be missing that moon. But it's no big
क्या
deal.
पी के बैठा है बंदा?
Grand Theater here looks much better than the moon back home. It's just magnificent. They told me not to sell everything I had just to come to Penacony. How short-sighted.
Selling everything you had? Why would you go to such lengths?
Why? Can't you see? Life back home is miserable. It's not really living at all. It's better to be here at Penacony. No pain, no worries about tomorrow, just sweet dreams. You can do whatever you want. That's what I call living. Yeah, now this is the life.
Is this truly living?
Huh? What did you say, young lady? I didn't quite catch that.
Oh, it's nothing, sir. You see, the traffic on Glock's Avenue can be dangerous. How about I ask a Bloodhound family member to escort you to Ideen Park over there, so you can continue enjoying your sweet dream?
Oh, yeah, that's a great idea. Wow, no wonder you were the leader of this sweet dream. You're totally a lifesaver. See you around, Mr. Sunday, and it was nice chatting with you.
ये बेचारा।
What's up, sister?
This is the land of the dreams. But why do they live like this? The man we ran into, he doesn't seem happy at all. Even though sweet dreams are nice, they're just illusions. But for him, they're the only way to survive, even if it means giving up on reality. That's not really living at all.
I suppose you have a point. But, in my opinion, that's how most people live their lives.
Why do you say that?
You think that man is not actually living, but that's not quite accurate. Even without Penacony, people create their own illusions called self-value. People believe they have a predetermined value to fulfill. Gaining value means gaining power, and those deemed worthless are seen as the weak. However, value doesn't come out of thin air, and there's a limit to it. To accumulate value, people have to take from others. So, the weak get exploited and oppressed.
Are you suggesting that this is not how things should be?
Exactly. But,
This
ironically,
big aspect.
people don't think there's anything wrong with it. Because they uphold the illusory notion of self-value. And even the weak believe in it. The survival of the fittest. That's where all the tragedies in the world come from. People come to the sweet dream in Penacony to escape from that reality and find solace. No tragedies exist here, only happiness, although in its nascent form. Isn't that the same paradise we yearn for in our dreams?
Perhaps that man is just an exception. Let's not jump to conclusions. We should experience the
Oh, Robin.
dreamscape ourselves. Just as I did at
Robin.
Dreamflux Reef.
Yes.
ऐसी
Seeing
कोई बात
is
नहीं है भाई रॉबिन
believing.
इल्यूशन में नहीं रहना
I'll accompany you. The Dream Master hasn't shown up yet, so we have some time for a stroll.
आओ
I wondered.
Glad to meet you again, Robin. How are the preparations for the Charmony Festival coming along? We're all so excited about it.
It's going smoothly. Thanks for making the trip to join the festival.
You're too kind, Robin. It's a pleasure to have guests from all over the universe celebrating day and night. I can't stand being lonely or bored, so this jubilant dreamscape is perfect for me.
But if this went on forever, would it get boring too?
Nah, not at all. Who would get tired of having so much fun?
yeah
Okay,
woo
you can wear
fun
fancy clothes, explore all sorts of
Thanks.
dream bubbles, indulge in delicious food without gaining weight, and you never get old or sick. As long as you can afford a room, this place is the ultimate paradise.
But you know that only a few things can be brought back from the dreamscape to reality, right?
That's exactly why I don't plan on bringing anything back. Just enjoying the dream itself is good enough for me. I mean, I'm not one of those long-living species. I only have around 60 or 70 years in this lifetime, and there's so much to worry about. Being happy here is pure bliss. Only in this sweet dream can I truly feel like I'm in control of my life and fate. Who would want to go back to reality after experiencing this bliss?
I see. I genuinely wish you all the happiness in the world.
And I wish you a fantastic performance, Robin! I'm off to the Blue Hour for the ball. See you later.
Seems like that guest's perspective didn't resonate with you either.
She had a valid point. And I could sense her genuine happiness. It's just that...
What you're trying to say is, she thinks she's in control of her life. But in reality, she's just escaping from reality and seeking solace in this sweet dream. Once she steps out of this sanctuary, everything will be lost.
Well, she did make mention of being able
संडे
to
जो है
afford a
रॉबिन को
room,
रियलिटी चेक क्यों दे रहा होगा
didn't she?
However, the paradise in
वो
our
भी ड्रीम के
dreams
अंदर भाई ड्रीम के अंदर रियलिटी चेक मिल रहा है रॉबिन को व्हाट द हेल
No. And the paradise we yearn for shouldn't be just a fleeting dream either.
ये
The scenery in this dreamscape is truly breathtaking, isn't it?
Oh, Robin. Can't believe I'm meeting you in person here. What an honor. You're right. Even though time stands still in this dreamscape, it always feels fresh. I find something new every time.
A philosophical mind. I hope I'm not intruding.
Oh, not at all. No. With little time left, I yearn for meaningful conversations, especially with someone as esteemed as you. Do you mind if we chat?
It's my pleasure. No need to be formal. Just speak your mind. You said with little time left. Please, forgive me for being blunt. But is that why you came to Penacony?
Yeah. I was part of a war, and while escaping from the Sarkosian mothership, I got exposed to some radioactive materials. And then, all my comrades died, and my hometown was wiped out by neutron bombardments.
क्या फॉलोअप चल रहे हैं यहाँ?
Everything I knew gone. That's when I heard about a possible solution here, so I came.
How heart-wrenching. I hope the family has been able to help you.
They have, and I'm truly
फॉलोआउट
grateful.
वाला बंदा इधर क्यों आ रखा है?
They provided me with a comfortable room, the most advanced life support devices in the cosmos, and a stellar team of caregivers. My physical body is now in the dream pool, sustained by life support. The me you see here is whole, rational, and no different from any other person. But I can't say the same for the me in the hotel room. My true appearance? No. I hope you never have to witness it, Robin.
So, you'll be living forever in this dreamscape, right?
Just being able to live at all is good enough for me. Whether it's in this dreamscape or not, well, I don't really have much say in the matter. My world has been torn apart, and my life could end any second. So, even if this whole place is an illusion, it's still my paradise, and I'll treasure every moment I spend here. How I envy those everlasting things.
That old man's story. It's so tragic. Fortunately, this sweet dream gives him joyful memories to hold on to for the rest of his life.
That's precisely why this sweet dream in Penacony exists.
However, even this sweet dream has its limitations. While it provides solace to the disillusioned, it can't completely eliminate pain in reality.
There will be a way out. Penacony is already on the right track.
Okay. The other Robin. Other Sparkle. Oh, Sparkle.
Look what
क्या
we
कर
have
रही है तू
here.
हैं?
A lovely young lady.
बटन बांट रही है बीबी?
Wait,
ओह, बहुत मारूंगा.
Brother, what a surprise to see you again.
Show yourself. Your trick won't work on us.
I've heard that a skilled mass fool received an invitation too. That must be you, right? Did you enjoy yourself?
Barely. The people here are way too gullible. A little bait is all it takes for them to bite. And they run away at the slightest hint of danger. In other words, they're naive and cowardly.
Now that you've had your fill, it'd be wise to leave before it's too late. The music of the harmony doesn't tolerate discord.
What? Now that you have the real Robin, I'm useless? Oh, how disheartening. I've done so much for the family. You should be thanking me, because if it weren't for me cleaning up this mess, Penacony would still be in shambles. Don't you think?
That was a personal request from the head of the Iris family, and it has nothing to do with us. Step aside and stop causing trouble for the Charmony Festival.
The Charmony Festival? You think you can scare me? You think I have no idea what you're planning? I don't care what you're thinking, chicken wing boy. But I'm pretty sure our lovely Robin won't be appearing on stage. After all, you're well aware of what a sorry state this dreamscape is in under the banner of harmony. Penacony, the land of the dreams. Is this truly the paradise you desire?
Stop it.
What's the rush, chicken wing boy? Did I get to you?
Chicken boy.
Our paradise is none of your concern, masked fool. Leave now, or the family won't tolerate you anymore.
All right. I'll go. But Robin, I suggest you seriously consider this. Do you really believe those living in dreams can escape pain and find true happiness? Well, I've done my part, and now I'm simply waiting for the fireworks to begin. Here, the last 2 gifts for both of you. And don't lose them. If by some unfortunate chance the Charmony Festival starts against all odds, remember to use them during the show. And it'll be thrilling.
It's a button dairy.
Bang!
I heard a raven cawing in the distance. It seems the Dream Master will arrive soon.
Will of preservation.
Let's wait here for the Dream Master to arrive.
Okay. By the way, brother, I heard you no longer have a sweet tooth. Back when we were kids, you used to steal my desserts. Seems like a lot has changed during my absence. What exactly happened?
Well, someone has to stay awake even in this sweet dream.
But that someone doesn't have to be you, or anyone in particular. You're carrying too much on your shoulders, brother. The paradise in our dreams. It shouldn't be like this. Penacony is nothing more than a dream. It can't erase the worries and pain of reality, or bring true happiness. It only offers an escape from reality. Nothing more.
Remember the old man we met earlier? Without this dream, he might have completely lost himself.
That might be true, but even without Penacony, he could have chosen another path. As far as I know, the Intelligentsia Guild has been promoting their rehabilitation techniques for a long time now. That path may have been more ordinary and challenging, but now he is receiving hospice care in a comatose state, and his fate is sealed. Is Penacony granting these people a future? Or is it taking it away from them?
Well, don't forget this. Not everyone really has a future. The future for humanity is like the sky for birds. People mistakenly believe that flight is inherent to birds because they've never witnessed those birds crashing to their death. Do you remember how we took in that little Charmony dove when we were young?
Yeah. We took care of it. Provided food and water, groomed its feathers. And later,
Starail quest
when I
करना,
decided to leave
less like
Penacony,
game खेलना and more like
I
कोई वो
opened the
show
cage
देखना.
and set it free.
Well, I didn't mention what happened to
Hold on
it
a
in my
second.
letters
तो 4 लोगों की watch
because I
list आ रही
didn't
है
want
आज.
to upset you.
My god, hello guys, what is up?
Shortly after you left, it crashed to its death right in front of your window.
I had surmised as much. I knew you wouldn't have avoided mentioning the bird for no reason. Despite that unfortunate outcome, I still believe it was the right decision. Birds aren't meant to spend their lives in cages. They belong in the sky, even if they can't fly.
But here's the thing. If there are birds in this world that can never fly, can we really assert that they belong in the sky?
Are you implying that the same goes for humans too?
Let's take the Astral Express as an example. the Nameless made tremendous efforts to bridge worlds, gaining fame across the universe. However, only a few extraordinary individuals can endure such a perilous journey. That's because the pursuit of the Trailblaze exceeds the capabilities of ordinary humans. Otherwise, why would this path be filled with broken rails, an abandoned express, and even a fallen Eon?
That's just sophistry. If that were true, then only the powerful would have the right to determine the future.
Unfortunately, that's exactly what happens. Another name for the future is self-value. While this world has its fair share of heroes who inspire people and garner admiration for their heroic deeds, the majority of ordinary people will never become heroes in their lifetime. Some are born weak and vulnerable. Some find themselves trapped in unfortunate circumstances. Some fall victim to malice and cowardice. When it comes to survival, everyone is equal. And the weak can only watch as their value gets constantly diminished by external forces.
That's why we should care for the weak and support them as if their suffering were our own. That's what the Odes of Harmony have always taught us.
While the Harmony holds noble aspirations, the strong will always be strong, and the weak will always be weak. Even in this carefree dream. Human nature contains greatness, but it also harbors inherent weaknesses that can't be eradicated. In the end, if people can't even secure their own survival, they won't care about the illusory future of equality. As long as the law of survival of the fittest prevails, there will always be fledglings crashing to their death.
But if people don't live for the future, do they merely exist for survival? If even you, my brother, don't believe that the Harmony will save the weak, then which Eon can make our dreams come true?
People often forget that when the first bird took flight, the entire world envisioned a future where no more fledglings would ever crash to their death.
Are you reading, sister? What are you reading?
Mr. Gopherwood gave me a picture book. It's about the story of the harmonic strings. If I could become a chord master, I'd like to summon Dominicus, the harmonious choir. I want to sing with everyone and spread our wishes so that all can feel happiness and joy.
I see. Then, I would summon the harmonious choir too.
Don't you have a wish of your own, brother?
Of course I do. It's just that it includes your wish and everyone else's. I long for a true paradise where everyone can find peace.
Then, let's build a stage there and invite everyone to our performance so that both our wishes come true through the power of the harmonious choir.
It's a deal then.
Yeah, it's a deal. But how can I become a chord master?
Maybe you'll have to become a star first.
Star.
You're back sooner than I thought. Any results?
भाई हो गया इनका
And now,
दोनों भाई
it's up
बहन
to
का
us
पता
to
नहीं क्या है
forge
भाई
ahead.
चक्कर बातें करे जा रहे वो जो
He's
है
already
भाई अपनी
carried
बहन
out
को
his
रियलिटी
last
चेक देगा
wish.
सपने के अंदर
My final mission is complete. Pardon me if I sound curt. It's good to have determination. The path Mikhail left for you is not an easy one to tread. Why else would he have chosen to sleep in solitude, staking everything on some nameless in the future? But you have the numbers, and in numbers comes strength. So that might just delay your inevitable a little more.
Got any more encouraging words?
As I see it, relying on Welt's negotiations alone is far from enough. Regardless of whether the other party will be compliant, negotiating simply allows us to meet them as equals and won't grant us an upper hand. Penacony is our rival's home turf, and we already have very few chips left to play with. Rather than idly sit around while the family's got us blocked off, an offensive approach might be a wiser course of action. We're more familiar with the Stellaron's properties than most, and since it's the key to stabilizing the sweet dream, it's vital to the family's interests. By attacking their core interests, they're bound to retaliate hastily. And as the saying goes, haste makes waste.
That's right. As long as we pose a threat to the Stellaron, either with words or otherwise, we have a chance at gaining the upper hand. But the problem is, on the eve of the Charmony Festival opening, how exactly are we going to get close to the theater? Family thing? Then I'll... The Express crew would have been disbanded long ago if it weren't for me. So, I heard that before the Charmony Festival begins, there'll be a pageant to kick off the festival. It's called the So Glad TM Festivity Auditions, or something, and it's going to be held in the moment of sports sand. As long as we clinch the top spot, we'll be able to attain the title of Festive Superstar, and be able to personally bask in the graces of Miss Robin. Not that that's important. What's crucial is that we can enter the Grand Theater before the audience arrives.
Not that that's important.
How do we go about participating in these festivity auditions? I've already procured special invite tickets from Miss Robin's fan club. To tell you the truth, I had been preparing to join the auditions all along, but now it looks like even if I scrape through, I probably still won't have the chance to shake Miss Robin's hand.
So they're still running this thing, huh? It was originally just a publicity stunt, set up by Mikhail to drum up attention. But it looks like it might be worth a shot.
We'll follow Marge's plan. Mr. Gallagher, will you be joining us?
I'm afraid I won't have the time. As a virtual character, I've already completed my final mission. Whether Penacony can awaken from this dream is all down to you.
Should we ever cross paths again? I'd love for you to visit the Express.
All right. I'll have to add to that data bank of yours you've got on the Express.
And Miss Firefly, we thank you for all your support. We're faced with a formidable enemy. As long as the Astral Express and Stellaron Hunter's objectives are aligned, we're willing to cooperate with you.
We've already come this far together. I'd like to join you for the rest of your journey on Penacony. I'm pleased that we can finally fight shoulder to shoulder. I couldn't ask for a better ending.
Sure.
This is also the spirit of the Trailblaze. Now everyone, let's prepare to move out.
Welcome to Scorched Sand Hall. This is where challengers thrive and dream
ये टीवी क्यों उछल रहे भाई?
Oh, wow, they've really outdone themselves. Oh, I'm starting to get excited.
Behold, here come 4 friends with spirit high and full of steel.
Is he talking about us?
Yes, you. There's no doubt you have all the potential of a superstar in you.
Excuse me, you four. What are you hoping to get out of all this?
As the last group of contestants, how confident are you in overcoming all of the challenges?
Would you be open to a brief exclusive interview with us? It'll be quick.
Your journey is long and fraught with peril, yet under a sky blanketed by banners, you vie for the crown.
The sword and rose! Protect the beauty! The beauty, the beauty! Magnificent and majestic!
Beauty,
A knight's head is hard as steel.
Argentine.
Brotherland's focus is stubborn as a heel. We don't all have to be winners, but if we don't have fun, we'd all be sinners.
People are pouring in. Kinda feels like all sorts of baddies are showing up. Let's get in there quickly and enter the competition.
Ladies and gentlemen, please make way. Make way. Coming towards us now is one of Penacony's top 10 wealthiest tycoons and the soul-glad business empire's founder, Mr. Dean. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the director of Soulglad's factory, Dean Lida. My 4 friends, introduce yourselves to the audience across the cosmos.
Hello, everybody. I'm Himiko, a nameless from the Astral Express, and these are my companions.
Don't you guys need to hide your identities? Can't hide it anyways. Penacony is plastered with our posters. And because the Astral Express is so well known, a family won't dare to make any rash moves.
अच्छा. Wait, sorry. I am MTness and she's Matsala. Hello everyone, hello everyone. Is it really a good idea to have a talent show in a pivotal moment of a story?
Given the situation, this is our best hope. Let's just get it over with quickly. Hello, everyone. I'm March 7th. I'm an ordinary girl who loves adventures. Hello, everyone. I'm Firefly. I am also an ordinary girl who enjoys adventures.
Such a bunch of nameless guests. This final face-off is bound to be spectacular. Time is precious. My 4 friends, come with me. Grab a bottle of Soul Glad and make your dreams a blast.
चलो एक्सप्लोरेशन पार्ट देख लें.
This place is buzzing.
That's right. This venue is a miniature representation of that time known as the era filled with boundless possibilities.
Yeah. टेस्ट की आवाज आ रही थी. अरे नहीं.
Nameless, Your arrival reminds me of the grand occasion when Penacony was first established. I was still a young, bright-eyed lad back then, lured here by the watchmaker's ads, full of zeal and ready to make my first fortune in life. Once, during a particularly grueling day, I passed out and was resuscitated by a drink from Mr. Sousa. That sweet taste has since been etched in my mind, and that was what drove me to create the Soul Glad that we all know and love today. The dream-chasing era was truly a wondrous time. Oh, I miss those days, and the watchmaker. Scorched Sand Hall is my homage to that time of boundless possibilities. I wholeheartedly hope you make it to the finish and emerge as the next superstars of Penacony. Now then, is there anything you'd like to say before the competition officially begins?
Nah, we'd win.
That's the trailblazing spirit. How about you, Miss March?
Hello, everyone! Next up, get ready for the Mega March 7th Adventure, where I'm going to break the speed run world record!
Trailblazing into the uncharted and challenging
क्या speed run कर रही है तू हैं?
It's Miss March 7th for you. How about...
I hope that by the end of this journey, everyone will have achieved the outcome that they hoped for.
Ah, a wonderful wish! Miss Himiko, what are you expecting from your team?
Safety first, everyone.
Simple words, but full of warmth. Waiting for you are 3 stages, each connected to that era. The first 2 stages offer 2 distinct paths to choose from, with unique challenges on each route. And in the last stage, you will face off against a champion who has defended the title to this very day. A beloved contender whose noble virtues are unrivaled. Those are the rules. Simple. Everyone clear? Now, I hereby announce that the 33rd Scorched Sand Festival of the 20th season, sponsored by Soul Glad Enterprises, has started.
Everyone, as the Charmony Festival is drawing closer, we must reach the end as quickly as possible. Factoring in efficiency and safety, splitting up into 2 groups is the best choice. March and I haven't known Miss Firefly for too long and aren't overly familiar with her. It'd probably be better if the 2 of you paired up.
Fine by me.
Oh.
Let's do it.
Go, Firefly.
I don't have a problem with that.
Enough chit chat. Let's say what now? I got to pair up with Firefly and there's no catch. This weird shoe in with me. Has anyone ever bothered to ask for my consent?
Time's ticking. Just listen to the grown-ups.
We'll split into assigned groups then. Let's not waste time.
Wait. That's the wrong.
Welcome to the first stage of Soul Glad Enterprises' 33rd Scorched Sand Festival of the 20th season, Dream Play Fantasia! In this stage, you can choose between 2 challenges, the School of Acting or School of Action. In the School of Acting challenge, you have to complete 3 performances from 3 scripts and move the panel judges. In the School of Action challenge, you have to defeat 3 groups of enemies convincingly and reach the end. Now, make your choice.
I'm with you.
I think मुझे दोनों करना पड़ेगा. that a pinball machine? Action. Let's go.
The champion's crown awaits you on the stage. Welcome to the arena of action stars.
Competitors, allow me. There are a total of 3 stages up ahead, each with their own challenges. The enemies you will contend against are antagonists from the film Once Upon a Time in Dreams. Defeat them swiftly and decisively. It's worth mentioning that the fastest time for this stage was achieved by a contestant with fiery red hair. Astoundingly, he overcame all enemies across the 3 stages in only 5 minutes.
Fiery red.
Time
By
is of
RGT by
essence.
5 minutes. Chalo. Speedrun type.
Contestants, you are as dream chasers who've come.
All the soul glad is ours. Don't even
Bubble who's been forced to play a monster by. Wow.
In the name of Len, a will forged in ice never falters.
Enemy.
Is that all?
Let's put. Can you find the answer? I think something did cut.
This ends here.
I think मेरे को ये वाली टीम नहीं लानी चाहिए थी.
Feeling spiffy? I'll free you from your chain. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. I'll end your misery.
Big price energy regeneration.
Is that
Wow,
all?
bhai.
Hope you're prepared.
I'll free you from. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Jackpot. Aye, yeah.
Pretty simple.
चलो स्पीडरन करना है.
Congratulations! Just as you're about to give.
Why is our.
Because.
Isn't this just product?
To safeguard the
Product placement.
integrity of soul.
In the name of Len, a will forged in ice never falters.
Great. Feeling spiffy? I'll free you from your. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Is that all?
तो Velopog वाले robots है.
Don't mess with me. Who's next? I'll end your misery.
Is that all?
In the name of Len, a will forged in ice
Shield time.
What a headache. Let's play through. Can you find the answer? I'll free you from your chain. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Okay. Hey, defense reductions.
I'll end your misery.
Figure out the skill point. What?
Commencing research.
Energy region.
This ends here.
Okay, I get it. अरे ये frozen नहीं होना था तेरे को भाई.
Don't mess with it. Disappear among the sea of butterflies.
Freeze मत हो.
Illusions of the past.
Ah.
Hope you're prepared.
I'll go easy. What a headache. Specimen sight.
गोरिल्ला भाई मत जा प्लीज. मेरा स्पीड रन खराब हो रहा है. जल्दी मर गोरिल्ला.
The world kisses me with pain.
ठीक है, nice. Let me do something. Team to change and damage ultra.
Will of preservation. Congratulations, no matter how length.
None will take my soul glad away from me. I will use the transmutation arcanum
Beyond
to
Overcooked,
turn
who's been
into a
forced to play a monster.
Oh, dinosaur! Devour my... Grab a bottle of soul glad and make your dreams a blast!
भाई product placement भाई पूरा.
Do we still have the upper hand?
Indulge yourselves!
Enemy data QNet markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
Ready for another?
Step up, let's see ya. It ain't over.
Not good.
I weep for the departed.
Okay. Time to weep for the departed.
It too shall fall. I'm okay. Free will, or was it fate? Still waters of oblivion. It's time.
Yes.
Destined for oblivion.
Yeah, let's go. Speedrun time.
Isn't this fight?
Transforming into after an extended battle. You in the years that followed. Oh,
Looks like we won. Scream forward. Let's hurry up and get to the next stage.
हाँ ठीक है चलो Speedrun
Congrats,
time.
but look at the time.
That red-haired...
You'll find out eventually, but
Wait a second.
That red...
look at the time. You finished much faster than that red-haired contestant.
Yeah, speedrun time. Let's
You have
go.
the
New
option to
record.
choose gunfire and undergo Brother Hanu's trial, or time, where you'll face Clucky's trial. And now, make your...
Gunfire time. Let's go. Gunfire.
Dear friends, welcome to the enchanting universe created by the Watchmaker. Awaiting you is the morally dubious yet ever charming character from the animated Clucky series. It is said that these cartoon characters will inspire. Enter into the world of Hanu via the TV by the entrance and partake in...
If it's a gunfire trial, we should be able to settle this with a fight, right?
Stream forward.
Chalo.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Are we?
Very good. Looks in this Hanu's Adventure episode, Boss Stone has gathered his battleships for an assault on Dreamville. Old Buzzfly, Cousin Wolf, and Bombhead are all raring to go. The brave Hanu must, alas, Hanu presently is ill-equipped to fend off the malevolent mischief maker.
Oh, brave Hanu, you look like you could... Long time no see, Hanu. You look pretty stressed out. How about an intense and
Actually, the plot details that you directly provide it to us. Actually, the plot details that you directly provide it to us. You really want to say this to the dream weaving gentleman, but given your character design, you can only respond with a tool. Let out a really cool sounding.
Oh my! Are you telling me that Boss Stone has rallied the villains to seize Dreamville? Listen closely, Hanu. I'm aware you're in need of a suitable weapon. And but you know what? You'll have...
It's not fair, you have let out a really cool.
Now scurry along, huh? I can't wait to see you finish.
Let's stay alert and make sure those monsters don't spot us. It appears we can't climb the stairs. Look up there! If we can push that thing down, do you think that would do the trick?
Yes, that would. निकल वो चिड़िया भाग जाए यहाँ से yes गेम मराना टीवी की
Jigsaw pieces. Let's hurry back.
Hurry now, Hanu! Touch that
such haphazard and... Disconnecting from that thing so suddenly has left me feeling slightly disoriented.
कोई नहीं फायर प्ले you'll get this.
Hanu?
और वही ब्रदर हानू he is saying his character really just I know the answer for this.
What exactly is he talking about?
It's time for me to make it.
Yeah, Clocky. Tick tock. The plot thickens.
Hey. I can also see him.
In Dreamville, Clocky is everywhere and can do anything. Like right now, I can be your translator. Tick-tock! Hanu says, battle! We must do battle! The enemy is at our doorstep, and we have no path of retreat for the future. Touch that suspicious-looking TV right now!
So they just jumped inside that. Sheesh. Logic in this plot and dialogue is really being pushed. Well, here we go again. Ready?
Yes. Let's go.
I am gradually getting used to this. Who knows? I might even be able to perform some high-level moves with Hanu.
No? Did someone say high-level movies just now? That's right, pal. The upcoming script is just exploding with all sorts of high-level shenanigans. Last we saw, Hanu was preparing for battle. Suddenly, he hears heavy footsteps coming from the hallway. incompetent mischief makers have broken into his home. But brave Hanu won't go down without a fight. He instantly sprints for the storage room, ready for a do-or-die showdown.
But
Guess what? Hanu's favorite bazooka just so happens.
what a coincidence.
Coincidental, inconvenient plot twist.
The storage room. It's behind the shelves, right?
क्या मैं अभी ये उठा सकता हूँ?
He wasn't lying. There's actually a bazooka here. Now we should have a way of dealing with those baddies. This thing feels just like the soaring locust too.
Soaring locust too. लोग आ गए.
Careful. It looks like
Not on my watch. Ah.
here we go again. But no big. That should be all of them, right?
Oh my! Hanu is on a streak!
Well, that's that.
Stream forth, the gleam of old blades.
Yes. Let's go.
Congratulations to both of you! Oh, you've overcome all obstacles and proven yourselves. But, unfortunately, there is only one who can be Penacony's festive superstar. In the final stage, you will face the defending champion. If you fail, you will lose the opportunity to become the festive superstar. Welcome to the 33rd Scorched Sand Festival's third stage in the 20th season, sponsored by Soul Glad Enterprises.
Final pinball. Go. One. I think दोनों करने arena one है.
Stream forth, gleam of old blades. No way. I think I just saw someone. Someone extraordinary. Will of preservation. Stream forth.
Argenty.
Are
voice
you
acting guy.
a knight of beauty?
Ah, the red-haired contestant was you all along. अच्छा वो वॉइस एक्टिंग वाला बग अर्जेंटी में नो वॉइस एक्टिंग. Rules of the contest are sacred and inviolable. Inviolable. Just like the beauty. What would be the noblest choice? Begging you, all I speak is truth. Forgive me, my dear friends. I cannot present irrefutable evidence. I must not yield, lest I dishonor the name of the Knights of the Beauty. But if what you say is true, the name of beauty, let us see this fated tour. Test your mettle. So, on arrival, I was once mistaken for a towering silver-armored fugitive with a fiery red flames. Due to my lack of eloquence, it matters not. For all these trials stem from the land of dreams beauty. What matters is that I now stand before you. Our paths have crossed. I, Argentine, Knights of Beauty, am humbly requesting for a battle in the name of the Court of Chivalry with you. If I am fortunate enough to emerge victorious, kindly grant me passage to the crown of victory and recognize that Idrilla, the beauty, is the most fearless beauty of them.
Bear witness to.
Do we still have the upper hand?
Identity?
In the mood for another beating?
Rise to the
Another journey begins. Still waters of oblivion.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Nice like it, my friends. Indulge yourselves!
I weep for the departed.
Time to wait for the departed.
It too shall fall.
It ain't over. Rise to the challenge. Let's unload. Put forth all your might.
No ult.
That's what
Freeze.
you got.
Free will, or was it destined for oblivion? I'm on guard.
अरे डायरेक्ट टर्न आ रही इसकी. हेलो.
Another journey begins. Still waters of oblivion.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
This symbol of pure beauty.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Bear witness.
Lance at the ready. Lance ablaze. Lance forward.
Ready for another?
Rise to the challenge.
Damage bonus and the barrier. Nahin. This is not allowed. So Argentina.
Indulge yourselves!
Destined for oblivion. I'm on guard. I weep for the departed.
Can't do that.
It too shall fall.
Yeah. Get damage. Heal. Damage buff. Let's go.
Put forth all your might.
No ult.
Step up, let's see ya.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
That's half the work.
You will break it out of reach.
Commencing ready for another?
Put forth all your might.
Again.
Behold, this symbol of pure beauty.
In the mood for another beating?
Let the duel commence.
Mr. Argentine.
Enemy targets.
Free will,
Hey,
or was
come on.
it destined for oblivion?
It's enough. I have come to grasp the sincerity. हो गया तेरा है? But my dear, will miss the auditions. Crown is yours to win. I shall remain here, gazing from afar as you bask in the limelight, joining the audience in the offering. You must heartfelt offering most heartfelt
We don't
tears
have
in
much time.
Oh.
May fate allow us to meet again, Knight of Beauty. In that case, let's make our way to the end. Penacony's really throwing you with talent. I hope we make it in time.
Yeah.
Galactic Baseballer. We just make sure we target the number.
Congratulations to the both of you on becoming the festive superstars of this year's Charmony Festival. Before entering the Grand Theater, I, on behalf of the
Sunday?
organizers, extend my sincere congratulations to you, wishing you joy under their radiance.
Alright, get us sincere congratulations. Pyramid cheats.
Your endeavors are worthy of extra recognition, and I've taken steps to ensure that. However, this reward is not a material one, but rather the opportunity for an open and honest... As previously promised, my sister, Mr. Yang, and I have met with the Dream Master. We delved into the truth about Penacony and its Stellaron, and have come to a consensus. Both I and the Oak family cannot acquiesce to your request.
What do you mean by that?
Just as expected.
We
Sunday?
acknowledge the
What the hell?
perspective of you, Nameless. Penacony does require change, but not as you propose. The planet of festivities cannot and will not revert to a place characterized by chaos, disorder, or anarchy. Through your journey of overcoming obstacles, you must have glimpsed the essence of that era. The vulnerable ruthlessly eliminated, equality non-existent, common folk living precarious lives, eking out a dreary existence. Ultimately, only heroes like yourselves manage to achieve success. But I would dare ask, if you did not possess the special status of having a Stellaron, and you were but an anonymous and frail member among the masses, which Penacony would you prefer? A dystopia for the survival of the fittest, or a sweet dream paradise for all?
Something wrong with the fittest? Sweet Paradise doesn't sound too bad. I don't know. You're asking me.
That's not the point! Don't let him
Mr. Sunday, even if the members of the Oak family can't fully agree on what to do about the Stellaron, now's not exactly the time to be holding an extensive discourse about Penacony's past and future, is it? The Stellaron issue concerns the life and death of everyone on Penacony. If anyone has a better suggestion, the crew is more than willing to listen. Also, it'd be best to tell us the ins and outs of that meeting. This way, we'll at least know what Welt and Miss Robin are dealing with, and the reason why they failed to make our appointment.
Ah, Navigator. That is precisely my intention. With all present, let's begin by discussing the details of that meeting. Let's talk about our tribulations and choices, our ideals and beliefs, and our final course of action. The only path to take.
You mean to say that for the longest time, there have been scoundrels who would use this charming festival that I have bequeathed to the masses as a tool to realize their ambition?
Indeed, Dream Master. Once the Charmony Festival begins, the Stellaron's powers, along with the song, will be broadcast across the entire planet of Penacony. And then everyone in their dreams will be unable to awaken.
This is indeed surprising to me. The dreamscape is maintained by the collective effort of the 5 families. If someone were to use the Charmony Festival to recklessly disseminate the power of the Stellaron, this individual must hold a position of great authority. Do you have any suspects?
Hello, Mr. Mohit bhai. What's up? Welcome to the stream. Request कर रहे हैं.
Really not know
More like
Stellaron's existence?
Starail का नया episode देख रहे हैं.
I would have never.
If I have offended, the Astral Express extends its sincere apologies. But the current circumstances
Long time no
are
see. Yes.
and leave no room for meticulous inquiry.
कोई नहीं, streaming चल रही है अब
Just
वापस
to prove that the
दिन के
Charmony
लिए.
Festival has nothing to do with the Stellaron.
Sunday, Robin. I've watched you two grow up and know your dispositions like the back of my hand. Both of you, right now, can surely be lauded as their most devout advocates. I already know your resolve. The magnitude of this matter is enormous and cannot be taken lightly. Since Mr. Yang has asked with such earnestness, I will personally respond in kind. If there is a need, the entire Oak family will be mobilized to
आर्ले निकाली. Genshin वाली स्ट्रीम करूँगा कल. We'll be doing the abyss. कल या परसों में. देखना. How my quote-unquote Arlecchino will clear the abyss without any problem. Definitely निकालिए मैंने Arlecchino.
I will do as you command.
Wanderer?
Could I entrust
Wanderer कौन निकालता है भाई?
present as a witness to document the truth and to proclaim my innocence so that all slander may be utterly dispelled?
I will do as you command.
May thy will be carried out on earth, just as it is in the heavens.
Arena निकालेगा Wanderer C6 भाई. अच्छा.
Please sear his tongue and
C6
palms
Okay,
with a hot
that's nice.
iron,
अगर इतना अच्छा लगता है तो
so that he
निकालो
will
भाई.
not be able to fabricate
Personally मेरे को
lies
Wanderer
and
as a
make
character
false vows.
पसंद नहीं है.
Let us begin.
But that's just my
There is
opinion.
nothing else to prepare.
क्या wish? Oh. अरे.
Understood.
संडे को नशे हो गए.
Question. Have you devoted your life to your god, never worshipping other gods?
Naturally.
Do you
मेरे को
love
भी
your
ज़्यादा
god as you
शाव
do
अच्छा लगता है.
yourself?
अच्छा, nice.
Always heeding their admonishments.
Naturally.
Have you strayed from the path expected by your god, betraying their name?
Never.
Have you ever been inordinate
वैसे
with your
भूल गए
asks of
क्या?
your god,
क्या भूल गया मैं?
coveting more than the foundation of the creation itself?
Never.
Then, a final question.
मेरे को नहीं, मुझे याद है तुम बड़े अच्छे से मोहित भाई, तुम अभी स्पाइडी के
You swear to
का भी काम
fulfill
कर रहे हो
all
शायद,
vows,
मॉडरेशन का है,
past, present, and future.
अच्छे से याद है मुझे।
With the Eon as
एक
my
दिन मैंने देखा था स्पाइडी की स्ट्रीम
if
में
I do not
मॉडरेटर बन
deliver
रखा
on
तुम, हाँ,
my words, or if I renege on my vows,
कोट ऑन कोट
may
कुछ
I
करा
be
था कि नहीं करा था
in accordance with
वो पोजीशन
divine
पाने के
law.
लिए।
They have seen your
Not saying
faith
anything.
and have endorsed your faith. With this, it can be evidenced.
Just a
स्पाइडी
moment.
ने वॉच आवर्स के लिए अभी हटा दिया।
Is
ओह
it,
अच्छा,
Mr. Yang?
नाइस।
I have another question I hope to have answered. To my understanding, the family's harmony and prosperity have never relied on so-called divine laws. The god you both
नहीं
mentioned,
ऐसी कोई दिक्कत नहीं है।
are they truly Shipe?
चिपे
Mr. Yang should know that those belonging to the family toil together as if they were kin, embracing solidarity and unity under their light. All duplicity
यस प्लॉट
is
रिवील,
laid bare
मैं
before
ध्यान दे रहा हूँ ब्रायलॉग पे।
such a delicate and complex symphony. Which other god could perfectly harmonize this if not for the great one, Shibe?
Perfectly harmonized. Therein lies the problem. It isn't an outsider lurking in the shadows who changed the harmony, but a dissonance that has surreptitiously emerged from within this very symphony itself. In the distant past, there existed an Eon. With one flick of the wrist, they crafted the laws of the cosmos. Their
करा
followers
दो भाई।
formed the
क्या हुआ?
Beyond the Sky Choir,
There is
spreading
another.
solemn and reverent hymns
Wait.
throughout the universe.
What do you mean there is another plot reveal?
Later, they fell. The route traversed by this eon clashed with the harmony, ultimately being absorbed and fused into it. The chorus that once reverberated across worlds fell silent, and when it echoed anew, it was transformed into the hymn of harmony. Though an eon may perish, paths with no masters still linger. In the all-forgiving harmony, echoes of bygone dissonance may subtly arise.
Mr. Yang, being overly astute can be a detriment. Especially when you find yourself alone and without allies.
क्या यांग को धरने वाले ड्रीम मास्टर?
So this is how it is.
MTness भाई बाय हाँ बाय जरा ये लो रिवील हो रहा खतरनाक वाला।
Please afford these two an opportunity.
चैट पढ़ी थी मैंने बट मैं डायलॉग सुन रहा था। मिस्टर यांग ज्यादा होशियार बनेगा। हाँ मिस्टर यांग धर लिया गया। ये संडे ने यांग पे नशे लगा दिए। रॉबिन पे भी।
Robin. It's just you. I did not wish for you to know this. It's a pity that things have turned out this way.
So, this is the true reason I can't sing? The shadow that envelops Penacony is actually...
We were
Not
never
harmony.
children of the harmony. Our ideal paradise could not have been crafted by Shipe. True bliss can only be guaranteed by the one who transcends the many. Within the foundation of law, humanity establishes civilization, and through harmony, we obtain order.
Sunday was in on this. Big time, bhai. Ultra big time.
To think that there would be remnants of the order on Penacony.
And what do you mean by the order?
Yang and Miss Robin.
Don't worry. I just gave them some time.
Sunday will also have order. No.
You should know that these actions make you an enemy of the Astral Express.
Should we need to stand against the Nameless, it would only be
Eon of
myself
Order
and the Oak family involved. But we haven't reached that point yet, have we?
More like the Abyss Order.
Your efforts for the justice of Penacony are evident to everyone and have been widely observed.
Give Miss Triang back to us now.
Oh, I intend to. But that hinges on the outcome of this negotiation.
If it is the order that drove you to imprison Welt and Robin, and you're using them to coerce our compliance, then there'll be no point in entertaining any type of discussion.
You're mistaken, Miss Himiko. They are in very safe hands. And just as the family has always proclaimed, no one can be harmed in the dreamscape. Least of all in the beautiful new world belonging to the Order. Penacony and
मेरे कैरेक्टर क्यों मर जाते हैं ड्रीमस्केप में मीम को मारते मारते वो स्लीपी मरता ही नहीं है और वर्ल्ड 9 में
their blades against the weak.
सब बात है यार
And the victors push the vanquished to the brink of life. Natural selection. The world abides by this principle, establishing the well-being of humanity atop the corpses of the downtrodden. Only we, or rather, I, possess the power to put an end to this farce.
So you've decided to resurrect a dead Eon? No one's ever done such a thing.
If Miss Himiko is interested, let's draw back the veil and speak candidly. I've always firmly believed that people can understand one another through peaceful means. I'm willing to divulge the unembellished truth as to the intentions of the Order's Pathstriders, so that you will make better judgment for the Astral Express, for Penacony, and for this stretch of the universe. Words can hardly do justice to the beauty of that ideal. So, come with me, everyone. Let us retrace our steps and see once again where this road leads.
Huh? Where'd he go?
Welcome. This isn't any location in Penacony's dreamscape. It's my inner world. The reason the scenery before you remains unchanged is because your consciousness has drawn on similar concepts to fill in the gaps.
Imprisoned us. Who in the right mind could expose their inner self like this?
Did you do the same to Welt?
It's a tuning process. Stronger in effect and more draining on the mind. The gray-haired guest has experienced it before, so she should understand what it is. Tuning allows you to intuitively grasp my feelings, which also means that I cannot hide anything from you. Now, everyone, please look at the huge screen. From this point on, you will witness the numerous decisions I've faced. I've selected a portion of these to share, I believe, after going through similar predicaments. Let's begin. The first decision. This story happened when Robin and I were very young. We were victims of the Starail.
It's like story time यार नहीं सुननी मेरे को story Sunday भाग जाए यहाँ से.
Who would later become the Dream Master.
परेशान कर दिया.
Saw that we siblings had no one to turn to and took us in. Later on, Robin and I lived a time with nary a care in the world. One day, after dinner, while my younger sister and I were lounging about in Mr. Gopher Wood's yard, we spotted a fledgling Charmony dove all on its own. That baby bird was tiny. It didn't even have all of its feathers, and it couldn't sing. When we found it, it was already on its last breath, having fallen into a shrub, probably abandoned by its parents. We decided to build a nest for it right there and then. However, thinking back, that winter was unusually cold. with fierce winds at night in the yard, not to mention the many poisonous bugs and wild beasts in the vicinity. It was clear that if we left the fledgling in the yard, it stood no chance of surviving until spring. So, I suggested we take it inside, place it on the shelf by the window, and asked the adults to fashion a cage for it. We decided that when it regained its strength enough to spread its wings, we would release it back into the wild. The tragic part, something that we'd never considered, was that this bird's fate had already been determined long before this moment. Its destiny was determined by our momentary whim. Now, I pass the power of choice to you all. Faced with this situation, what choice would you make? Stick to the original plan, and build a nest with soft net where the Charmony dove fell. Or build a cage for it, and feed it, giving it the utmost care from within the warmth of a home. I eagerly await your answer.
टेलटेल गेम क्यों बन गया था क्योंकि
I'm happy to see that you made a choice similar to ours. If your mind is made up, let me reveal the outcome of this choice. We passionately nursed it back to health, preparing only the best food for it every day. We even preened its feathers. Later, on the day that Robin left Penacony, we opened the cage door and let it fly back into the sky. I watched it for a long while by the window, probably about 3 or so days. In those 3 long days, the little Charmony dove tried again and again to spread its wings to fly into the sky, but fell to the ground, only to keep trying. Finally, on the 137th attempt, it succeeded. But its attempt did not go perfectly. After flying unsteadily for a while, it fell to the ground, unable to grasp the direction of the air currents. The fall shattered its wings. It writhed helplessly in my embrace. But it was all for naught, finally succumbing to a painful demise. And in that instant, our tender care, our given love and hopes, they all became the inevitable push that sent it to its death. I deeply regret the choices we made. Next, let us head to the second decision. This time, it's the story of a dream chaser. This story happened when I was appointed as Bronze Melodia, a position exclusive to the Oak family, charged with listening to the problems and vexations of Dreamscape residents, and providing them with the relevant guidance. It was during that period that I had the opportunity to hear voices from all corners of the Dreamscape. Joy, sorrow, arrogance, regret. The complex tapestry of human nature that formed the world. And I was fortunate to catch a glimpse of it. He was a dream chaser and an illegal stowaway. Just like the rest of them, he came to Penacony in search of a better life. Except that, to most people, the price he paid, I suppose you could say it was everything. He told me I sold everything I could at home. The house, the land, even his two children. He said he could not afford to raise them, and that at least they could eat if they lived as slaves. He had a plan in place. He would buy back his children once he had made his fortune, and enjoy Penacony's beautiful dream with them. Alas, his plan to smuggle himself was somewhat clumsy, and he was sniffed out by those pig-headed hounds. After hearing the Dream Chaser's story, I immediately appealed to the Bloodhound family to cease their pursuit. That way, at least he could live peacefully. But I was still too naive to the ways of the world. I did not anticipate that what I thought was a kind gesture would later lead to dire consequences. I'll tell you the outcome soon. For now, will you do as I did and try, or will you remain silent? I look forward to everyone's decision. It seems you, like me, are pondering whether a different choice could have led to a better outcome. Say he never gets caught. He would only die from delirium. The methods with which illegal stowaways enter dreams are unorthodox. Not flawless like the hotels. Living in the dreamscape would be a mere pipe dream. Should he be apprehended? Could the hounds afford to turn a blind eye? The answer is a definitive no. They couldn't bear the resulting consequences, and thus wouldn't dare extend a helping hand. As to your choice, I once again offer my heartfelt apologies. Next comes the third and final decision. And the story this time is my own. This story happened the day I was appointed the Oak family head. At that time, Mr. Gopherwood was the current Dream Master, and as per his wish, we had a private conversation. What surprised me was that the Dream Master had only come to deliver a letter to me. He let me read its contents, and it was a letter from my sister. The letter contained the usual pleasantries, anecdotes from her travels, nothing out of the ordinary. Just as I started wondering how this letter related to our discussion, the Dream Master began to speak.
Do you know who wrote this letter?
My sister, of course. But why would you personally visit me to hand me a letter from my sister containing mere trivialities?
To help you grasp the full scope of this issue. Do you know where Robin is at this moment?
From what the letter indicates, she must be in Caspelina 8, correct? She's touring there right now.
Correct. Has she mentioned anything about a stray bullet?
A stray
उसको गोली
bullet?
लगी है ना?
What?
गले में गोली लगी थी इसलिए वो गाना नहीं गा सकती?
It is because of this very reason that Robin chose this destination. To spread the word of the Harmony. And to save the lives of that planet. She personally made for the front lines. She hoped to ease the people's suffering with song, and was willing to brave mortal danger to deliver the IPC's medical supplies. Unfortunately, stray bullets show no such compassion.
Is she all right?
If the operation was successful, she should probably be recovering in the field hospital.
by the eon above, the bullet struck her neck directly, yet possibly as a reward for her consistent deeds of harmony, it didn't hit any vital arteries. Once you've attended to your outstanding tasks, it'd be advisable to write her back as soon as possible.
Those damned savages! I'll pack my bags right away. My gratitude for bringing this to my attention, Mr. Gopherwood. Now you understand why she always wears such elaborate neck ornaments, don't you?
How could this happen? Miss Robin.
How could this happen?
It's all in the past, so please don't worry. I share this in the meager hope that you will understand the harmony's limitations and predicament. As grandiose as the strong defending the weak sounds, many times, it is nothing more than wishful thinking. Likewise, I've prepared one last question, one last choice. But rest assured, this choice will not have any grave consequences. Because this is merely a figment of imagination, a nightmare that has haunted me through countless nights. If you ever had the opportunity to make a choice like I did, would you still support Robin's journey on the path of harmony?
पेरेंटिंग क्वेश्चंस पूछ रहा है वो संडे
I am now aware of everyone's stances. Raising these questions merely serves to illustrate one point. The plight of Penacony cannot be salvaged by the harmony. The true foundation for a sweet dream paradise can only be established through the order where the strong govern the weak. I know the suffering of being tormented, the turmoil of losing your way, how sorrow and even despair set in when matters don't work out. All of this causes me unending pain, because this is not what happiness is at all. We must teach the weak how to live a happy life. And this life isn't some noble propriety that the upper crust preaches, but in definitive terms, a way of survival that belongs to everyone.
So what is your definition of living a happy life?
Good question. Human consciousness is fundamentally an illusion, a cage known as self-worth. People lured in by this illusion make mistakes, yet still ask that external influences bear the burden. When one mistake after the next permeates the masses, they become impossible to trace. Thus, the amassing of these individual cages culminate to form a prison, a place dictated only by the rule of survival of the fittest. Nature is always accompanied by predation and sacrifice. Its antithesis is known as order. That is what I want to do. Unite people's happiness under the banner of order. They won't need to make bitter choices any longer, nor face the weaknesses of humanity. They can cast aside their primal instincts to build a haven for mankind. Simply describing thoughts is far too abstract, so allow me to provide a simple example. As you all may know, there are societal norms like weekends and long weekends that exist on some worlds. During these hard-earned rest days, People are given the chance to extricate themselves from the stresses of everyday life, allowing a certain tranquility to return to their souls. And it is only on these days that people do not have to adhere to the law where the strong prey on the weak. They can live out their lives happily during these brief intermissions. It's just a pity that 2 or 3 days are still too fleeting compared to the span of a lifetime. From where I stand, society's ideal system should be 7 rest days. Following Sunday, there should ensue a second, a third, and indeed an infinite procession of Sundays. This should be the face of the new
तेरा नाम
world.
Sundays का मतलब ये नहीं कि हर दिन Sunday होगा.
Eternal, peaceful days. And thus, every person
I
can
do agree
return
with
to their
your
base selves
notion,
in
but
this
you do it.
utopia.
अगर रोज Sunday होगा
Some
तो फिर
gaze in reverence
हवा
at the
तो चलाएगा.
stars, pouring their whole beings into
example, Honkai
calculating
Starail.
the distance between us and the isolated world of Pagana. Meanwhile, some seek refuge in quiet corners, holding one another, unencumbered by the chains of unwelcome obligations. There would be no need to bear the hardships of reality. Only in this way can humanity face the inevitable end with the purest of spirit, living a life of dignity. This is what it is to live in bliss. Miss Firefly, you who are stricken with entropy loss syndrome, you of all would surely understand this.
It sounds like a flawless theory.
But what is the price to attain all this?
The cost is minute, merely a personal and eternal sacrifice. If this paradise is to be maintained for everyone, someone must remain trapped in solitary awakening until the end of the cosmos.
Awakening. Which means that this so-called paradise is still a dream. Stepping into this paradise means forsaking reality, correct?
It is not forsaking, but transcending. Flesh, blood, sorrow, weakness. If the physical is the root of spiritual suffering, it is only logical that we defeat it.
But in this supposed bliss, people won't have defeated their demons. The chance to overcome their tribulations would be forever lost to them. In other words, it is an escape.
That's another way of understanding it. But there is no shame in escape. On the contrary, the seeds of escape exist in everyone's hearts. Don't you agree, Miss Firefly? And as to why we sleep, it is because we are afraid to awaken from our dreams. But this is not in conflict with the grand plan. Only in acknowledging this can we truly understand the frailty of human nature, and from there, show compassion and protection.
I admit that you are a born leader. Your perspective on humanity brims with pessimism. Yet you express compassion for all, even when your heart pities them. But unlike you, I live for the self. From my perspective, individuals making choices for themselves is their birthright. The want to escape may be innate in the weak. But whether they are weak or not, it is not up to another to decide. Perhaps in your mind, you also view me as weak? think so.
Since Miss
Right.
Firefly has said her piece, the Astral Express will also naturally give you our answer. We'll leave it to you. Just as Mr. McHale instructed before. Tell him our choice.
और नहीं कुछ नहीं
What is this place?
Does this place ring any bells, Misha?
I don't know. But I feel a sense of deja vu. What is this place?
It's the realm within a dream bubble. This was left to the Astral Express by a nameless, but weirdly, when we entered it, it was completely empty. Dr. Edward from the Dreamscape sales store told me that dreams are formed from memories, and a dream bubble can't take shape if its core is empty. So I thought you might be able to help us in unraveling this mystery, Misha. As a hotel doorman, you know Penacony best among us.
Mangas.
I don't know much about dream bubbles, but if you want to figure out what this mansion is, I'll do my best.
I'm counting on you then.
Himeko, I still don't get it. Why were you so sure that Misha had a connection with this dream bubble?
I wasn't sure. It was just a hunch. But since Misha feels familiar with this place, my hunch might be correct.
This place looks a bit familiar.
Exactly. This is where you and Firefly encountered death, which we now know as dormancy. Considering its connection to Dreamflux Reef, it's not surprising it appeared here. The question now is, who brought you here? Based on the clues we have so far, it's unlikely to be that masked fool. So identifying them is crucial to us. We're drawing closer to the truth once more. Let's give Misha some time, as I believe he'll unveil the secret of this dream bubble.
Alright, but there are doors all over the place. Which one should we choose? Do you have any idea, Misha?
I guess... maybe this way?
This way.
I'm not entirely sure, but... let's give it a try.
Wait, you managed to choose the right door on...
Weird. This place is quite different from the hotel. But I feel like I've been here before, and even lived here for a while. If I remember correctly, there should be a fireplace down that hallway. And the room on the other side was the toy room. I loved spreading out all the toys from the box on the floor and making up stories for each of them. Hold on. This doesn't make sense. Didn't I grow up in Dreamflux Reef? So, what is this place?
This could be a case of amnesia. Don't worry, Misha. It's common for everyone to forget certain aspects of the past. Those memories haven't vanished. They're just lying in the depths of your mind. We can surely get them back. Since this place seems familiar to you, why don't we explore a few more rooms and see if you can recall anything more?
Yeah, then let's check out the rooms I just mentioned. I
ये
heard
TikTok
some
की आवाज कहाँ से आई?
noises from the room. Origami Bird? That's a friend of mine.
You and Origami Bird are friends?
Yeah.
It's a member of the Compass crew, just like Clocky and Miss Mirror. And there's more than just one origami bird. They are a big family with lots of brothers and sisters who look the same.
Yeah, I know.
They follow Miss Mirror's
सबको
orders
जो जमा
and
करने
handle
में
all
परेशानी
sorts of
हुई है ना
jobs on
मेरे
the
को।
ship. They're the best sailors.
Sailors? Can origami birds be sailors?
Could you tell us more about the compass, Misha?
The Compass is a ship bound for the New World. Clocky and his partners travel through layers of fog to the depths of the sea. Whenever there is danger, Clocky will use a compass and guide the ship in the right direction.
That's a great story. But in the Penacony cartoon, Clocky and his partners have always lived in Dreamville and never ventured out, right?
Huh? Oh, that does seem to be the case. Weird. I clearly remember Clocky arrived in the New World in the end.
Perhaps Clocky has a hidden past.
So, where has Clocky gone? Did he leave to protect Dreamville?
Oh.
Mikhail, that's the name. Now we all know him as the Watchmaker. So, who is he talking to? Do you know anything about it, Misha?
I'm sorry. I don't know much about the Watchmaker. But, Mikhail...
Anything special about that name?
Mikhail is Grandpa's name.
Grandpa? Do you mean you're the Watchmaker's grandson?
But we haven't heard anything about the Watchmaker having descendants. And the name Mikhail is not rare. Perhaps it's merely a coincidence. Could you tell us more about your grandpa, Mikhail?
Yeah, sure. He was a seafarer who fearlessly ventured into mysterious seas and storms. He was always on the sea and had lots of friends who accompanied him on his travels. He didn't want me to call him Grandpa because that would make him sound old. He believed he was still young. The name Mikhail was given to him by his parents, Mihaly and Elise, both renowned seafarers. Every time he came back, he'd share his logbook with me and tell me about his adventures at sea. I want to become a great adventurer, just like him.
It appears that the seafarer has nothing to do with the Watchmaker. So, perhaps it's just a coincidence? So, where is your grandpa now?
He went off on a new journey, and it's been quite a while since I last saw him. I think I hear the sound of water.
You once mentioned there's a magnificent fountain up ahead.
आपकी आवाज कहाँ से आ रही है? जरूर उसके पास चलते हैं।
Stream 4.
Look, there it is!
The water resembles a precious jewel embedded in the dreams of all seafarers. Every time I gaze at the shimmering lights beneath the waves, it feels as though I'm back in this place, standing by your...
Have you recalled anything?
Yeah. He often said that those moments felt like returning to his family's side. And the difficulties at sea didn't seem quite as challenging.
You know, I quite understand such sentiments.
Don't sigh. You'll start getting gray hair.
Hey, don't tease! I was just being a bit sentimental.
Perhaps every adventurer far from home carries a fountain within their soul. Even though the other side of the sea remains shrouded in the unknown, The fountain in front of his house serves as a compass, leading him back to his cherished ones.
Yeah. While Grandpa was at home, we would stand by the fountain and place the compass, a toy boat that I made, into the pool. Back then, I would ask him when I could go on adventures like him, and he would always laugh and say I was still too young.
It seems this Mikhail is truly a seafarer and has nothing to do with the watchmaker.
Yeah. Based on Misha's recollections,
Are you sure now?
the scenes in the dream bubble appear to be his childhood memories.
But this raises more questions. According to Misha, he was clearly born on an oceanic planet and led an ordinary life, with no connection to Penacony at all. Could this be some sort of metaphor? Perhaps the sea
Metaphor?
refers to the memory zone.
I'm sorry. I don't know, but my memories keep pouring out uncontrollably, like water flowing from a fountain. Perhaps I'll remember more things if we go further. I wish to share your burden.
Stream 4.
We're going to the opposite side, right?
No, we should turn left here.
Huh? Something feels different about this.
Up ahead is Grandpa's study.
The atmosphere in this room feels
Oh.
totally different.
Misha! You finally come!
Clocky! You're here! Yeah. This is the room where we first met each other.
Are those books on the bookshelf logbooks left behind by that seafarer?
Yeah. Whenever he came back, he placed a logbook on the bookshelf in his room. They contain records of his expeditions to every corner of the world. He described our world as a fountain. At some point, the sea started to gradually swallow up the land where people lived. To ensure that everyone had land to settle on, he had to continue exploring the sea in search for the source of the rising seawater. On that day, he called me to his study, telling me that he was embarking on another journey. However, I could sense the gravity in his expression. It was the same look I had seen on my father's face before his final voyage. I asked him if I could go with him, but he said that my adventure lay elsewhere and told me to stay home and patiently await a certain sound at the door.
What sound?
He told me about a vast ocean in the sky. An ocean of stars. He spoke of a train that transports children with a desire to venture far away, traversing the sea of stars without ever stopping. He said that he knew the crew on the train, and that he had asked them to take me along.
Astral Express.
He said the journey I had always dreamed of would start there.
A train? Could it be?
It's the Astral Express. I remember now. Grandpa's friends are a group of nameless who came to this world to resolve a disaster caused by a star. Then, he gave his
Stellar.
pocket watch to me. It was his cherished treasure, appearing in every one of his adventure tales. He explained that difficult times were ahead, but assured me that the watch would guide me. He said, as long as I kept moving forward,
I'd eventually reach my desired destination. And then, it was as if I heard the distant sound of a train whistle, echoing throughout the room.
Exactly, Misha! And then we followed that whistle, didn't we?
Yeah. I think I can still find the way we took back then.
This is the dream jigsaw.
Do you remember?
Hey.
Looks like we're just one step from revealing.
This is it. This is my room of clocks. While I spent my time waiting for Grandpa to return from his voyage, Walter gave me this workshop, and it became my secret base. Here, I learned how to repair clockwork and gears, out of my fondness of precision mechanics. In my dreams, I was the captain of the compass, embarking on adventures with my companions, Clocky and Miss Mirror, in search of the new world. I was born and raised here.
So, this building in the dream bubble is your childhood home?
Yes, but not exactly. To be more precise, this dream bubble itself is my home.
Looks like you've remembered everything now.
Wait. Why does it feel like everyone else knows something I don't?
Yeah, you're the only one. But I don't know either.
March, do you remember when she mentioned a clocky that only she could see?
Yeah, the little guy here, right? But we all saw him in Dreamflux Reef, right? And Mr. Yang even greeted him.
Looks like everyone on the Astral Express has a childlike spirit.
The answer lies in the Astral Express. Her experience shows that neither Firefly nor Acheron can see this clocky. And when we were in Dreamflux Reef, you may have noticed that for some reason, nobody outside of the crew had ever talked with Clocky.
Wait, really?
A mimetic life that can only be seen by a select few. It's just like a hidden message, left by someone for the nameless.
But Misha can see Clocky too, right? They even grew up together. But Misha hasn't started the way of the Trailblaze yet.
That's the key to the mystery, March. Now, take a moment to recall. Have you ever seen anyone outside of the crew interact with Misha?
Wait. No way!
That's
Wait
the
a
answer,
second.
March 7th. This dream bubble is the place where I was born. And I'm a dweller in this dream. Just like a memory zone meme. I should have stayed
Oh.
here and waited for you. But when reality and memories merged, I unconsciously pushed open that door and left the bubble with Clocky.
So it's not that the Watchmaker's dream bubble is empty, but rather the stuff inside ran away? And the whistle you heard was the sound of the express arriving at Penacony?
That's one way to see it, but I believe there's a longer story behind all this. It's best for Misha himself to explain all the details. How about
Yeah,
we
bhai.
start with your name? Now, should we call you Misha, or...
Thank you all for helping me rediscover my true self. Now, please allow me to reintroduce myself. I was born on Lushaka, in the Presmere system. Adopted by seafarers Mikhail and Char. They gave me a treasure. A name that carried their hopes. Mikhail Char Legwork. Or simply,
Char Legwork.
if you prefer, you can call me by a more familiar name. The Watchmaker.
Watch.
So, you're the watchmaker himself?
What?
Unfortunately.
Hold on a
that
second.
Legendary figure is no more. I am only a reflection of his life.
Watchmaker ने Watchmaker's Legacy बनाई थी. Watchmaker, otherwise known as Mikhail, जो कि एक nameless था from the Astral Express. उसने Misha बनाया, but Misha is not actually Misha, but Misha is Watchmaker, and Watchmaker is Mikhail. Mikhail Char Legwork. What? Hey?
As for the child who has been with you, he's the innocent protagonist of Misha's childhood dream. A friend of Clocky, a young apprentice, and a future mechanic on the Express.
What?
And this also marks the beginning of his journey, devoted to the Trailblaze.
At the end of the journey, I left this little flame, which I so cherished, in my deepest dreams, hoping to pass it on to the nameless of future generations. However, he somehow left the dream bubble and forgot all about his task. I apologize for all the confusion this caused.
Because he was born with a desire to trailblaze, wasn't he? I don't think Misha has forgotten his role as a guide. He remembered it, and that's why he mistakenly appeared as a hotel doorman in her dream from the very beginning. The one who brought our unconscious friend here must have been Misha. If that's the case, we encountered the Watchmaker's legacy from the beginning, didn't we?
Well, I have a sarcastic friend who says I always take big detours and end up back where I started. Perhaps that's what every nameless has to go through. But in the end, you found me. I'm sure you're all wondering what my legacy is. I believe my hound has mentioned the Stellaron and my wealth. If I may apologize, the Stellaron part is real. As for my wealth, however, it's nothing more than a baseless rumor. I left my homeland as a child and embarked on the journey of Trailblaze. I traveled to various planets until finally reaching Asdana, where my friends and I built the original Penacony and fought for its future ever since. I've been moving forward all my life, doing what I could to overcome the obstacles in my path. But ultimately, my journey reached its end, and I left behind no possessions worth entrusting. So, if you ask what's left within this worn-out train engine that can be called a legacy, I suppose it's the things that are still burning in the engine's furnace. Now that you're well aware of the current situation of Penacony, I certainly hope that you'll help me get this world back on track.
But I'll leave that decision to you. For the path of Trailblaze is never paved by others. All I have for you is a story and 2 gifts. I want to give you my pocket watch. It has accompanied me throughout my long journey, guiding that naive child forward, and has been blessed with the presence of so many great people up to this day. And my hat, too. The one who navigated for me placed it on my head.
One and only the legendary
and
hat.
planted a fanciful thought in my mind. The trailblazing expedition will never end. Now, it's time for you to make your choice. Once you've made up your mind, open that door and enter the long dream of an old man. I'll be waiting for you at the end of this corridor of time.
All right, everyone.
I think
Let's
this
make
is
a decision.
a good cutaway point.
Although I don't think anyone will have any objections.
I want to witness the legacy. I'll choose it. I object!
Aw, come on. Stop joking at a moment like this. We've come this far. Surely there's no other option.
In that case, the vote stands at 2-1. Then let's proceed together to the end of this dream.
End of this dream is the end of this dream. भाई कटअवे पॉइंट अच्छा सा चाहिए, right? Pause and save. Yes. hey, मैं इधर खड़ा था. Okay. कोई बात नहीं. अपन कंटिन्यू करेंगे ये चीज डेली सुन. मे बी कल. So stay tuned and we'll see you in the next stream because Starail quest ज़्यादा ही लंबी हो गई है. Starail quest बहुत ज़्यादा लंबी हो गई है and it's more like कि मैं गेम खेलने के बजाय कुछ एपिसोड देख रहा हूँ किसी सीरीज का. तो ठीक है and we'll see you in the next stream. Bye bye.